And we're back with my old journal still. I wanted to share with you the books, my favorite books in 2023 for each month. So let's get into it. So in January, my favorite book is The Midnight Library. I really enjoy this one. It's about mental health, science fiction, fantasy. I think this book was really fantastic. Like, what would you do if you had the chance to try your life different? Like, what if I did say yes to this date? What if I did say yes to take this job? What if and you don't know when you say no or yes to certain things, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Are you going to succeed or not? So she kind of, so in this library, and all these books are all about her life when she would make different choices. And which life does she think is the perfect life for her? So yeah, if you're interested, I do recommend you reading this book. In February, my favorite is Untying the Knot. It's about romance, sport, marriage, but marriage that is actually falling apart and they're close to getting a divorce. So can they save their marriage? Of course, there's a lot of spicy stuff happening in here, but I actually really like this book. Yeah, they did annoy me a little bit, especially when divorce didn't yet happen, but it could, and they just tried to annoy each other with these little things, and God, it was so childish. Yeah, I was a little bit annoyed with them, but hey, I still enjoyed this book. It has some good points in it. In March, my favorite is Bone Houses. It has horror, it's fantasy, it's young adult. If you like a little bit horror in it, it's like in a little village that is like cursed, but something happened years ago, and you don't go into these woods, especially not at night. So yeah, if you want a little bit of horror, there's also romance in it. But yeah, it's all about our main girl who is very courageous. She's not that scared, and she will do anything for her family to keep her family safe. April, do I have to say anything? Six of Crows. And of course, Crooked Kingdom as well. I just put those two together. Such an amazing book. The adventure, the characters, oh my god. I just love the characters in this book. This is what when authors write, they sometimes don't really spend time on writing a character about their personality. I love this. Also been watching Shadow and Bone. Now, I came across that it's cancelled. Is that real? I hope what I was reading was fake news or something like that, because I wanted third season so bad. I'm waiting for it because it's all about the Six Crows. So I hope that was really fake news. May, The Seventh Husband of Evelyn Hugo. I really like it, but I also have to say I was very annoyed with Evelyn with her poor choices that she did. Especially when you have someone that you love and you do something that you know that could hurt the person that you love, and then you ask them, hey, would that be okay if I do that? And if they say no, oh, but I already did it. And then you see them hurt, and then you're hurt, and that just really pissed me off about her. She did some poor choices by herself before even asking. So yeah, the person that she loved actually suffered because of her poor choices. I mean, she suffered as well, of course, but she wasn't fair. But yeah, this is all about a girl who's dreaming big, wants to go to Hollywood and to become a movie star. She did succeed. She became huge. And marrying 7 husbands. June. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Love it. I love that it's I know it doesn't always have to be a book that is fast-paced. I love that it's very slow. And also it goes from way back. I think she's alive for 300 years, or is it 200 years? I forgot about that. No, it was 300 years. It started in 1700s and all the way till now, to 2013, 14, something like that. And you go through her life, how she had to adapt to living for so long. But there's a catch. She did like make a deal with the devil, with the shadow, with darkness, whatever. But she wasn't specific of her wish, and now she's like cursed to live for a long life. And this guy who she made the deal with always comes to her to see if she's going to end the deal so he can take her. But she never did. Actually, she did. But that was at the end of the book. But you have to find out why it took so long to get there. Why did she choose now to give up? But also the catch about the curse is that she is forgotten. The moment you meet her, you talk to her, you know her, but the moment you walk through the door to go to the bathroom, you forget her. You don't know who she is. And it's like you meeting her again for the first time. And that was her life. July. Archer's Voice. I love this book. I wasn't annoyed about the characters at all. Even though Archer's cousin, was it Travis or Trey? I don't know. He was a little bit annoyed. He was a police officer that he thinks of him very highly. But Archer is a boy without a voice, so you can only communicate with him through hand signs. And Bree, the girl who came to their town, knows hand signs because of her father. And the romance started. It was beautiful. Beautiful. I love this book. August. To Kill a Kingdom. Full of an adventure. Our main girl is very powerful. She's a siren. And there's a difference that I never really thought about, siren and mermaid. And I loved how the mermaids and sirens were written, not that they were so beautiful, enchanting. They were gross. And I love that. A lot of things are happening here. Yes, there's romance between a prince, but he chose to be more like a pirate king that hunts sirens. And she's a siren, but she turned human, cursed by her own mother. She wants to take the throne from her mom. Her mom is too powerful, so they kind of team up together, even though he doesn't know who she is. Full of adventure, romance, it was fun, and a powerful female character. September, Mexican Gothic. People have like mixed feelings about this book. I really enjoyed it. Some things really did make me feel uncomfortable, especially with the family where she goes to this big house mansion. And these rituals made me really uncomfortable to read. But all the vibe, the feeling, the atmosphere, I really liked it. I really liked it. This is a good book. If you're looking for a bit horror and gothic, this is the first book I believe that I was reading that's gothic, I think. October, I was going all for a little bit horror, and here we are with Carmilla. Still love the art style of this girl. I will write her name again here somewhere, or maybe if I leave, I wrote her down here so I can go look for her. She's in DeviantArt. Her name is Abigail Larson. So Carmilla is like the first female vampire, and she's in love with Laura, another girl. I have to say that I really like how Carmilla is written. It wasn't, even though it said it's horror, I didn't feel very horrified by it, but I just love how it was written. And the love, yes, they were like, it's supposed to be a bit romantic, but it's not like the way when you read a male character and a female character. This was completely different. I enjoyed this. Basically, Carmilla ended up with this family to stay for a couple of months until her mom gets back, and then these strange things are starting to happen, and Carmilla never comes out of her room until the sun is starting to set, or the sun isn't that strong anymore. And she says for her safety that her room needs to be locked. I don't know if for her safety. November, The Silent Patient. I see why people actually like this book. It's all about a patient who doesn't speak about the murder that apparently she committed by killing her husband. But why would she do that? What happened in that house? And then there's the psychiatrist that wants to help her 6 years later when she's in psychiatry. I don't think I said that right. But yeah, she's stuck with pills and he wants to help her to get down what happened that night, for her to speak again and not to be drugged. And then you found out this whole story about this psychiatrist guy taking to help Alice, I believe was her name. Yes, Alice. And then you just ask yourself, oh boy, that was a bad idea. Good book. And December, Ending with Romance, from LUKOPV. It's a slow romance. I enjoyed it. Not much has been happening until the end of the book when it comes to romance. Yes, the romance was building up, tension and all that. It was so good. This is all about ice skating. Now Jasmine is a grumpy girl and Ivan is a sunshine boy. It's great to read books where it's the total opposite. Usually the guy is grumpy, the girl is the sunshine in the relationship. Here it's different, and I can kind of understand Jasmine. I actually see myself a little bit in her. So if you are into ice skating, winter stuff, romance, I do recommend this book. It's a slow romance. I enjoy that. It just doesn't go straight to action a couple of chapters in and it's already happening. You know what I'm talking about? No, this is slow romance. I enjoy this. So good. Basically, they're like rivals and now they have to team up together to ice skate as a pair. And it doesn't work out very good at the start. Those would be all the books in 2023, my favorite books, and I'm kind of excited to see about the books for next year. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed my little video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao ciao.